funny because my wife could tell by the way I'm holding my phone it's video time, and she saw me. She's like, "Oh shit, it's video time." Yes, it's
I didn't
video
say
time.
the S word. All I said was it's video time.
Same thing.
You added
I
in the S
paraphrased.
word.
I was just like,
I never
"Oh
say
shit, it's video
I
time."
never say the S word.
I am. I'm in a weird place. There, I pride myself on being honest in these videos because that's important to me. Like, I want to be able to look back at this a couple of years from now and go, "Oh yeah, I remember that's what's going on," and I need these to be as honest and accurate as possible. So you'll forgive me if I muddle my words just a little bit, but I need to be honest. I want to make sure that I say this correctly and accurately. Today I got up to go do the paperwork for my new job, and I had an excessively difficult day for some reason. Like, I got up on time and everything was fine, but for whatever reason the light rail machine wouldn't take my dollar, so I had to hustle and find somebody who would give me change for $1. Then the directions that I got from Google Maps didn't account for the construction that they were doing. So what was really supposed to be like a 1.6 mile walk was like a 2.4 mile walk, as it was guiding me through and navigating through all of these unnecessary cubby holes, and it was a mess. But I called him because I was going to be late, and he says, "Hey, it's no problem, man, just get here when you can," which was, I really appreciated. And I ended up only being like 10 minutes late to fill out paperwork. And then it was weird because I was supposed to fill out paperwork, but every pen he gave me didn't work.
Really?
I was
I
just
didn't know
like,
that
it was so odd. He was like, "Here, try this blue one. Here, try this black one." And so I ended up having one in my pocket, but it had busted. So I was like, "Okay, I'm gonna throw that one out." So he had to go to like a different office and find me one, and that one worked, so it was fine. So I filled out all the paperwork, and he was very happy to have me, and he sent me an invite to the When I Work app, which is cool. I really do enjoy that app. And he was happy to have signed me on, and I was happy to have been signed on. Oh, you okay? I just felt like you kicked it and it hurt. So he gave me all my uniforms. So now I'm walking and I have on a sweater, and I'm actually carrying this full coat and like two shirts and three pairs of pants for my uniforms, and I'm just lugging it as I like navigate through these weird fucking cubby hole corners. Like, Hornet Crossing isn't even a street. Hornet Crossing is actually a bridge that goes under train tracks that goes over to Sac State University. So when it said turn on to Hornet Crossing, it's not even a street. So I passed it. So I had to go back. So it was excessively difficult. And I got on the train, I came home, and my fucking feet hurt. And like always, my wife took good care of me. And then I sat down and looked at the schedule, and I realized that this guy had me scheduled for like all over the world. Like, a couple of days a week, I would be at the office where they are. But for other days, he was like, "I'm going to send you out to Buttfuck, Alaska." And I was like, "I've never heard of Buttfuck, Alaska, sir." And he was like, "Well, that's where we're sending you." Now, he was very adamant in saying that this would only be my schedule for a couple of weeks until they could settle me into something more permanent, because the guy they want me to replace is still working. I don't know his story. I'm not going to pretend like, "Oh, he's going back to college." I don't know. I don't know. But this was going to be the way of things for a couple of weeks. And I came home and I was just going over it with my wife, and I was like, buses don't even go here. Trains don't even go here. And it's like, so I'm looking at Lyft, and it's like $35 one way. And then it's not really midnight. It's like, it's more like 4 to 12 or 5 to 1. So when I would get off at 1 o'clock, I could call a Lyft or an Uber and it would cost me $30. But I was kind of in a place where I thought I'd go in at 10, 11 at night while trains and buses were still running. And then I would get off at like 5 or 6 when trains started running again. So that would be an issue. So we started trying to navigate through this financial difficulty of how much do we have? versus how much we need for me to get back and forth to work. See, Asia's fine. She can walk, and while it's a little further than she wants to walk, it's also like a $5 Uber ride if that's what she wanted to do. But my shit is like $25 Uber ride, and things will be fine when we get paid in May. It's like the first week of May. Everything will be easy breezy, beautiful. But getting to May is going to be the issue. So we did everything we could. Asia even went and tried to finagle us an advanced payday loan, which, if we're being honest, full disclosure, she was able to get. But because it's her first time and because she didn't have a check stub and it was really just, hey, here's an award letter of a job that you're going to get, they didn't give us nearly as much as we would need for me to get back and forth. So it hurts my feelings, you know? It breaks my heart because I'm the man of the house. Let me puff up my chest. I'm a man. I want to be able to take care of things for my family, and I want to be able to do right by my wife. Like, I made her a promise many years ago, and I say this as often as I can to as many people who will listen. The very first time Asia's mother hugged me was on my wedding day, and with a tear in my eye, I whispered into this woman's ear, I promise you, I'm going to take care of this woman. I promise. And she said, yeah, you better. And if you know her mama, she is not an evil person, but that, yeah, you better. She was like, bitch, you better. Because we were not friends at the time. I'm happy to say now we're the best of friends. I love her mom. Her mom loves me. We're awesome. But I wanted to be able to care for my family, and I've been married now for half a decade, and my relationship with Asia's side of the family is A1. Like, if it was any more A1, it'd be steak sauce. Like, we're good.
That was so cheesy.
It was. A1 steak sauce.
I know.
You know, honestly, that comes from my mom used to call herself A1, and then her husband, Arvo, was A2. So I said, because she was A1 because her name was RD. So she was A1 and then Arvo was A2 because he was clearly the second. He's not one. She's number one.
Okay. He shouldn't even been the second. Then.
Right. No, that asshole. But I digress. This is not about my stepfather. So, because feasibly, this is going to cost us more than we have, I have to be the one to say, I will take a step back. Now, if the roles were reversed and Asia had picked up a job that was like in buttfuck Alaska, I would say, I appreciate that you want to help, but you need to be the one to step back because we can't afford to get you there. But the roles are reversed, and we've been in positions where Asia was the breadwinner of the house and I had to take a step back, and I would feel shitty about it because it had to be me. You know, pride said I had to be the one who was taking care of things. And I like to think now that after 5 years of marriage, after being with the same woman for a decade, I've evolved beyond that. The money is just the money. Nobody's taking score. Nobody's like making a list and checking it twice. It's just, it's who we are. If a problem arises, we handle it. If something comes up, we got it. It's not, well, I guess she'll take care of it. None of that. So that being the case, I, being the reasonable one, have to step back. Because I've got a couple of other prospects lined up, and I've been saying it for a long time. If not this, something else. So now that Asia is working, I can wait until money is flowing in better and the bills are a little more caught up, and then I can say, all right, full head of steam, let's get back out there, let's try it again. And if something comes up where money is an issue, money won't be as big an issue as it is right now, because I won't sell shit. You know, like, we've got a couple of phones around that we're not using, and it's like, I would have pawned those off, no problem. You could put them in the machine at Walmart and get a couple of bucks. I was okay with that. But I wasn't about to sell our PS4. You know, it's like, we use that a lot. I wasn't about to sell our TVs. Like, even if we could do that, like, how are we going to get them there? Like, everything comes down to transportation and money, and we have neither. So I wasn't about to inconvenience ourselves pushing TVs down the street in like a shopping cart, going to the pawn shop so we can get the bare minimum for our TV. And he was like, well, the screen's dirty. You don't have the control. $20. Fuck that. Like, I wasn't going to do that. So my wife came to me with sincerity in her heart. And I could tell she didn't want to say it. But she was like, you need to just take a step back from this. And I'm gonna listen to her because I trust my wife implicitly. What's nice about it is that her job will handle everything. Bills will get taken care of, rent will get caught up, everything will be fine. So it's not like, we're gonna struggle because I'm not working. And this doesn't mean that I won't work. I'm not gonna be one of those house husbands. She didn't be like, did you look for a job today, Harold? Like, we're never gonna get there. Like, I want to go back to work. She wants me to work. I want to work. It's like, we'll get there. But we were stressing out about money we didn't have. We knew we weren't gonna make it until May. We knew that would have been an issue financially. So the best thing for everybody all around is to just take a step back. So, for the good of my family, and if for no other reason, because my wife asked me to. And it was so funny because she held my hand and she was like, I just need you to trust me. You need to do this. I was like, look, you trying to explain it to me. I'm not interested in your explanations. You said this is what we need to do. And I trust my wife. Like, and I even gave her the example, like, if she told me the sky was pink and there were fuzzy cotton balls floating in the air, I wouldn't even look. But if I happened to look and saw that the sky was just blue, I would believe the sky was wrong. Because if my wife says it, it must be true. That's the level of trust I have for my wife. And I'd be like, clearly there's something wrong with my eyes because I'm seeing blue. I'm going to make an appointment with the doctor to find out why I'm not seeing the world accurately. I trust my wife. And she wouldn't have said it if she didn't have a good reason. And I accept it for what it is. And I've already sent an email to this gentleman, and it hurt my feelings a little bit. And I hit send, and she was like, oh wait, I was just playing. I was like, oh, you bitch. Like, you can't do that. I felt so bad. And this is going to put him in a bad way. And I know. And it's like, but dude, you're not my wife. My wife got to be first. My wife, she said it. She always say my word is law, but her word is just as much as law as anything else in this house. So other than this video and the email that I sent to this guy to thank him for the opportunity, this will be the last we speak of it. Because I know it upset her to have to say that to me, because she know my heart and she know what I want to do. But sometimes you have to take a look at the big picture, and as much as I have grown as a person, I can still be very prideful. Like today, I came back, my feet were fucking killing me. But she was like, I'm going to go look into this payday loan. You relax. And I was like, nope, if you going, I'm going. She's like, this is a pride thing. I'm like, yeah, absolutely it is. Because I'm not about to have my woman walking around trying to earn money for me. And then now you walking around with large sums of cash on your person and I'm not there? Fuck that. No. So I went, and now my feet are even fucking worse. But I'm a big enough person to realize why my wife said take a step back. And I am. So now I'm going to go eat pizza and enjoy the holiday.